Football is back. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is the new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1 of the 2025 regular season.
Menu narration set to 100.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. On the Browns sideline, you see Kevin Stefanski. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. These guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job of keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, this thing's within one score. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 54 yards. Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
In today's NFL, you just don't see teams invest with first-round picks in the safety position very often, but every once in a while, a guy comes along that's just too good to pass up. That's exactly why they took him this past spring in the draft, and he's making his presence felt here today.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? There's a test on third down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Still third down.
So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. From the gun, it's Shador. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad in no interceptions, protected the ball, but he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the option, they give it to Henry. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 5. Jackson going to keep it himself. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. On third down, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Fowler. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Here's the give to Henry running right. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the give, here's Henry. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Henry is in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Browns offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with first and 10. Ready. Here we go. Alert! A run, and here comes Judkins. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Sanders. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
2 yards leads to third down and 14.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Formation for the Ravens.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion. And even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass-heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a three-man race in the AFC North.
That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
24-yard gain on the play.
Sanders going to throw again. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Sanders. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work. To body him up and set up a third down.
Here we go. 79 gross.
To throw again is Sanders. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his third catch of John Harbaugh. Not a fan of that call. And out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Right back. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Sanders. Open man, and that's Tillman. He's taken down just shy of the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. We can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Left side, he's got the Njoku. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Ready? A run with Judkins. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through, and the Browns will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Well, Greg, as the season starts, the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. Couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first round pick.
Okay, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home. home to take on the Commanders. And it's Romeo Doubs. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Packers are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jalen Warren. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Steelers have the lead at the half in a battle of teams looking to avoid starting 0-2. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's Khalil Shakir. He'll take this one in, one of 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. The Bills, looking for a 2-0 start, they lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-all outside of the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Devin Bush there on the stop. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If the game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
On third down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Raven first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
On play action, here's Jackson. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Jackson. Open man is beaten. He's got him. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's it over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
A gain of 26 yards.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Inside run with Sampson. That's a move that deserves more than he got in terms of yards. Just a gain of 2. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders,
That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Brent Delpit. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
A turnover on downs.
you know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass versus modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And he will score! David Njoku, touchdown Browns. That his first touchdown of the new year. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. The throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of
Ball
17
rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Myles Garrett. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
34 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's the run. And he will score again. Derrick Henry. Touchdown. Touchdown, Ravens. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Ravens 21.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
Hopkins sent in motion. Now it's Mitchell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. It is 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Down, Jackson.
at the 22-yard line.
And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goals here in the 4th quarter. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Cowboy 80.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11.
Cowboy 80.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the rookie from Colorado, Shedeur Sanders. He connects here on a 33-yard touchdown pass. The Browns get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And here's the new signee from Denver, Javonte Williams. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Cowboys are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And when he's at his best, he's one of the best, Christian McCaffrey. He'll find an opening, and he's gone, 20 yards on the touchdown. The 49ers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise, in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin.
Some players' development traits are hidden to unlock their potential.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Coming off a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. On the Rams sideline, head coach Sean McVay. These guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Across the way, the head coach for the Titans. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kate Scott along with Brock Hewen. That is punter Ethan Evans all set down there. And we're underway in Nashville. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out is the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
We talk all the time, Kate, of the NFL at times being a copycat league, and there's no question the success of Penix and Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels and all of their experience they brought to the NFL game was attractive to Tennessee, taking Cam Ward 1-1. This guy has been there and done it and seen it all at the college level. Now he's got to bring that experience and watch it flourish in the NFL.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ward. He finds Chigakopo for the grab. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. It's Pollard. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And after this play, there's a Titan out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19, here we go.
3rd and long for him here. He rolls to his right. That's Cox, hits the rookie out of Stanford. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Ward off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Left side, caught by Ridley. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Pollard gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks, as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
On second down, a run with Williams. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Stafford now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Rams are set to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
This will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
1 yard gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Ward. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Escapes the pocket. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. So fresh set of downs now from 39.
That's good for a Titans.
Let's go now.
First and 10.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Okay, ready?
All right, here we go. Second down. Looking to throw this one. Ward. Setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. We'll get a timeout now as they head out for an injured player. And not someone they want to see hurting. Tony Pollard, the one in need of some attention. There he is on 3rd and short. Connection is made. Iomano. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4. We're going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Second and 5 at the Rams 39.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They're going play action. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third and 5.
Ready? 7 Pirates. Cooking.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Finds him on the crossing route. To the house for Tennessee. Touchdown! The Titans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. They send Nakua in motion left. Stafford now on 1st down. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
That's another Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 17.
You pick the handoff now, Stafford.
Los Angeles.
That's complete. Nakua on the left side. Will muster a little down to the 30. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. That's the end of our opening quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. To throw, Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Rams 1st down. A gain of 1 yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Running right, it's Williams. Has room into the secondary. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That's how we start? Well, you won all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 70 ranges.
They'll go play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. It connects on the deep shot. He's going to bring this down to their 35. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey!
First and 10 at the 35.
Spears trying to straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. 1st down, here's Stafford. Connects on the crosser. Keeps himself upright. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 37. That's another Rams 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
From the red zone on 1st. Screen here for Williams. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out. They're going to lose some yardage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, 22!
They kick the running back in motion. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. But we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Caught on the slant. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Robinson with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now here comes the Titans on offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jared Verse on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going for it again. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Headed out right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast.
And the Titans first down.
First down throw here for Ward. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. The Titans moving quickly here.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Ward off the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Here's Joey Slye for the Titans field goal attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime.
This winds up a win for the Titans. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory.
I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's you. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's
the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LA.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And it's the rookie, Cam Ward. The throw, the catch, and a 39-yard touchdown pass. The Titans get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Jordan Mason. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. The Vikings get the W by 2 touchdowns. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Michael Wilson. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Cardinals find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.